morning, everybody. This is your man, Uncle E. Always with my girl, Lady B to the left.
Yo, what up?
Got to take across from me.
Hey, how y'all doing?
And you all know what you listen to. This is the EVL Experience, Season 2, Episode 3. We going and we going and we getting it. Whatever that means. Today is Who That Day. I'm gonna give a fuck if it's preseason. It's Who That Day. And I'm keeping the same energy throughout the whole preseason. Let's go Winston.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for the game today. I'm excited about that. A lot of excited.
That's right.
Like it's not preseason. Like it's real. I don't care. I'm trying to see.
That's right.
Yeah, I just want to see you, James.
Well, me too. I heard he been having a decent camp. Heard Taysom been having a decent camp too.
That's what's up. So look like this. What you think? This quarterback thing gonna go into the season?
I don't know. I feel like Sean will lose both.
Yeah, I think
regardless
so.
if he's saying it or not.
Right. I think he's good with both guys. He may come in that but he's good with both guys, and he's gonna give James the nod because James fucked up and put Taysom in. So we may see this.
I was thinking the other way around.
Taysom in? Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. I just don't think he make football since it's up T's.
Well, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that. First and foremost.
I forgot where we at.
Yeah, we ain't even start yet. We in introduction.
Damn.
We was in introduction.
I can't wait. That's good.
So before we start all of that though, we always wanna start the show off highlighting a black person who has been pivotal to black people in general. So Ernest, who you got for the black spotlight today? Why you chuckle?
Nah, I'm stupid. Is the music on? Come on. Alright, so I have the Queen of Rock. This Element. Oh. Tina Turner. People know about her stage name.
What you call her?
Anna Mae.
Oh.
I thought I heard something different.
Me too.
I heard Ella.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know that sound like Ella? I knew because I thought I said it.
I thought exactly what you said.
But yeah, man, I got Tina Turner
Okay.
going on this week.
And she the queen of rock.
No, yeah, Queen of Rock and Roll.
Rock and roll.
From Brownsville, Tennessee, is where she from. She 81 years old today.
She 81?
Yeah, born in 1939. Yeah, she looking pretty good too. You all know she was married to one of the legendary jazz musician, rock musician as well as Ike Turner. He's a legend in his own right. I gotta give him due respect. I mean, he was behind the music, so I gotta.
Going down as a woman beater.
No, I mean.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
that overshadows his music.
Yeah.
I would definitely say I watched a documentary on dude, and it was like another version. It's always a different story, y'all. So I watched that by another version.
You can't be beat bitches every day. Oh, you gotta do some good. You're like, you gotta do some decent shit. You can't be beating bitches 24/7.
Oh man, stupid, shut up.
What about Tina though, man?
So basically, Tina Turner, of course, is the like I said, is the queen of the rock and roll, and she's regarded as one of the greatest music artists of the 20th century. In the likes of Anita Baker, Patty, shit.
Well, they ain't really
Queen of Soul and everything.
That's
Everybody in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and everything. So basically, what makes her good, her genres and so much other things like R&B, pop as well too. So she was pretty much all around artist. Like I would say like Drake. Who knows?
Right. You say Drake?
Hey, Drake is cool.
I think he getting up there. We can compare him to like some of the greats. I think he's starting to approach that realm.
Right.
Not yet, but hey.
But she basically went solo in 1983, of course. Signed with Capitol Records. That's when she always wanted to do rock and roll. but she, as you know, being married to Ike Turner, she didn't have the musical freedom that she wanted to do. So kind of like when she separated from Ike, it was like, oh my God, I could do it. I could do what I want to do.
How music changed.
It's changed. And go out and platinum albums worldwide, like unbreakable records that she did for rock and roll type stuff.
Your favorite Tina Turner song?
My favorite Tina Turner song? What love got to do? Got to do it.
Brett, what about you?
My favorite Tina Turner song is probably gonna be in the Ike era. Honestly.
Okay.
I can see that. Proud Mary, like that's kind of.
Proud Mary some shit.
Proud Mary. Sing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the thing she did on GoldenEye. Doom 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 doom.
Oh.
Doom, doom. James Bond GoldenEye.
I'm not familiar with that.
It was like a soundtrack, so
okay.
1995. So I like that shit. No, there's another song. I can't really think of the name, but yeah, definitely that GoldenEye.
I went to see the preacher man. Preacher man, girl, you must be losing your mind.
I never heard of that song.
Talking on the track back.
I never. That was like.
Yeah.
Like so you gonna get him some vocal time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for having where he friends. Oh, really?
He gonna always say some shit.
Yeah.
Nigga gotta be
I
involved.
like, hold on, I think it's Magic Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Magic?
No, it's I think it's Magic Dragon or something like that. I'm not sure, but I like that song too.
Well, shout out to Tina Turner.
Anna
Mae Bullock.
I say bull.
Shout out to her for being great and overcoming those trials and tribulations and somehow still being great after that.
I think they ate that movie on a little bit because ain't no way a woman running across that highway she ran across that other hotel room.
Well, she said that really happened.
Huh?
She said that really happened.
That's crazy.
Fucking right.
If that's how Ike was,
if you didn't watch that Tina documentary that recently came out this year, you ought to check it out. It was kind of good.
It got more detail, more real than the movie.
I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna get more, more accurate
I'm gonna watch it too. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah. So shout out to Tina. Also, like Ernest said, I don't know if you said it. I think you did say, who that? It's that time of year. So, how y'all feel about the state of the Saints? We lost our kicker, Mike Thomas. I don't know what's going on now. Looking like a potential trade might happen.
I have all the answers.
I'm glad you do.
I have all the
Patrick
answers.
Robinson retired. So that hurt the secondary.
I have all the answers.
For real?
I have all the answers.
Yeah, I say so. Well, it's not like we deep in the secondary.
I have all the
I
answers.
don't think Pat Rod. I don't think him leaving.
He was definitely gonna be a starter.
Definitely.
He definitely gonna be a starter.
We ain't got depth like that.
It really not.
Position
Our secondary about remind me of when Brown
But was he solid like that?
Patrick was the most solid one we had, probably besides Marshawn, of course.
Well, that's
Luther Jack.
Now we got Ken Crawley. That's who you want.
Right. Luther Jack Brad really hurt. I told people that shit.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know who Ken Crawley is.
Ken Crawley.
So he's the starting corner for the Saints.
He used to be the start corner about 3 years, like 2017. I think he was a starter.
Ken Crawley, he was a starter and I ain't know him? Oh no. Oh no. That probably when I was boycotting NFL or something like that.
You probably was, son. You should know Ken. You should know Ken Crawley.
Ken Crawley? Oh my God, never mind.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I mean, what y'all think about the state of the Saints?
I can tell you like this. I apologize. I was chewing like shit. I have an addiction to ice. But
a lot of people.
But see, the thing is though with the Saints that fans first have to understand. Stop listening to media. I know it's easy to get drawn to it, but stop listening to it because it was rumors out that Michael Thomas wanted a trade. Let me go in detail.
I thought that was real.
No, so basically, they say it was reported from NFL Network from Ian Rappaport and everything. So I did my own investigation, went on Dude page and everything to see what was to talk about. Because anytime with Adam Schefter don't say nothing about it.
Ian didn't say that. I followed Ian, and I knew he didn't say it, even though they were saying it.
It kept saying reports from him.
Yeah.
But if Adam Schefter ain't saying it, then I don't believe it.
And that's a fair.
And that's my thing. So I went on I did do just because I ain't hit number on ESPN or anything. So I went on there and I was just like, let me just see what you talking about. I kid you not, it had will Saints trade Michael Thomas ? So people take certain things and twist it all day. Then this is the thing. Mike never said nothing. Actually, 2 days ago, him and Sean Payton had a sit down, a constructive sit down, and they shook hands, hashed it out. You know, like, hey, we both met. I apologize. You apologize. You feel what I'm saying? I could have handled it differently. You could have handled it differently. It's all good. Let's just move on forward. Let's get you better. Let's get you healthy. Let's move on forward. Boom.
Is it all good though?
It's definitely all good.
It wasn't all good.
It wasn't all good, but from the sit down, it's straight. Like everything, Michael Thomas is in good spirit. He's cool and this and that. But this is the thing, though. I mean, and people trying to do is Sean Payton. Who's to blame in all this, right? Like who's to blame? Like whose fault it is that it got to where it's at?
I don't even know what the fuck happened.
The problem happened was when the surgery situation from his injury.
What happened before that to make him do that though?
It was the fact of the history of Saints and doctors. So Michael Thomas wanted a second opinion. Saints wanted him to listen to our doctor basically. Let's do this, blah blah blah. My team said, hold up. Y'all don't got no good track record with this shit. You got Delvin Bro, you got other players that got misdiagnosed. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, hold the horses. I'm going to get a second opinion from my doctor, see what he talking about. Nothing wrong with that. Your body is your investment. You want the best for yourself, right? Justin Johnson just took out a $10 million insurance policy on his hands. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, it gets real. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver from LSU at the Vikings.
Oh, okay.
He took an insurance policy for $10 million on his hands.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I want to say that yesterday Michael Thomas put out a tweet that made me feel like it ain't all good.
What did he say?
The tweet says, and I quote, "Ain't making no threats, just making a list."
That could mean anything. He probably talking to his cousin.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he could be talking. He could be talking to his cousin. You know what I'm saying?
And he could be talking to the
Saints. I'm really leaning towards.
This is the thing.
I'm leaning towards the Saints too.
But let's be real.
Yeah,
let's be
some family.
But let's be realistic.
I ain't even knocking it.
He don't have a choosing in this.
He don't, but the Saints might respect him enough to give him a choice.
Shit, if it goes that way, I just don't think from that conversation I don't think from the setup they had, the product setup they had, that tweet was. I don't think it could have been related to that situation. Maybe
he just tweeted it yesterday.
Maybe I don't know. I don't think it's about the Saints because
I don't want it to be about.
No, because you got to think about it. Him and Sean Payton just had that's like. Nigga just squashing them, be like, yeah, man, we cool, man. Let's go to some barbecue later. And that's it. Yeah, still fuck that nigga. I'm doing the hell I want to do. You feel what I'm saying? It's like that. You feel me? So I gotta, like I say, I gotta see more. I don't want this subliminal shit. Tell me what the hell you talking about. You feel what I'm saying? All that dumb, all that hidden figure shit.
Give it to me straight.
Tell me straight shit. Everybody be saying, I want to be traded. Shit, there you go. It's out. say that. But if you doing all that shit, come on, man. So that right there.
I feel you on that though. Like if he want to be traded, like just say that. Just say you want to be traded, make it known, and we can just move on.
Right, and we would definitely trade your ass to Jacksonville Jaguars. We would definitely trade you to Jacksonville.
I mean, I feel good about the team. I feel like we still have a pretty solid foundation. We definitely gonna have to get better. But I think what we have right now is solid to add pieces to be a championship team. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like with the pieces we have right now at this moment we could win the championship, but I don't feel like we fall either. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't feel like we fall from that. So, I mean, you know, we're going to have to, first of all, get accustomed to not having Drew. And then go from there. You know? Go from there. What about you, T? Where you at on that?
It's the beginning of the season. I'm high up on the Saints right now. I'm high on James Winston still. I know y'all seen the new video. The one I shared on Facebook with him running through those dummies. I reacted too fast.
I seen the interview of him talking about this shit.
Let me guess what happened. Okay. He was just fucking around and he hopped in the wrong drill.
No. He said he had did it before. And he beasted it. He was like, I went through that, I beasted that. Y'all ain't show that. He said, but yeah, that time it cost
me. He said, yeah, bitch, y'all show the fuck y'all want show.
He said, y'all caught me.
Okay, so the cameras was called both of them. They just decided to show that.
He said, I ain't dropped the ball. I still had the ball. So,
Okay, I didn't see that part.
Apparently, he ran through it prior to that time. And it went well.
Right. Yeah, okay, James.
But I noticed the other quarterbacks was throwing, and I'm like, what you doing?
That man trying to get back with his fumbling.
I guess that must be.
I hope shit.
Yeah,
I don't think he have a fumble problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty much high on the Saints. Yeah.
So. Yeah, you feeling good?
I'm feeling.
It's just
I
like Sean Payton, man. So
right. My only concern is, of course, I was that bad wide receiver. I'm on Trey Corner's hurt. Mm-hmm. Also, but Callaway is having a great training camp, and he's reminding me of that how Colston came and how Michael Thomas came. That's what people reminded them of.
Callaway?
He's taking away with that number one by far. Like he's having a great camp, and we'll see it tonight. But at the same time, my most concern is secondary.
Always.
Saints, I will 90% sure Saints will make a trade for a cornerback before game one of the regular season. I think they almost have to, because at the same time, I mean, Saints is not a rebuilding team. I don't know why people think they are a rebuilding team. You don't have a player like Elvin and Mike and Demario Davis, Cameron Jordan, Marshall Lattimore, Marcus Williams, and Chauncey Garner and Melvin Jenkins say, "Oh, we rebuilding." No, the fuck you ain't. It's not a rebuilding team, dog. You got legit talent at every spot on the field. You just been filling places here and there, but you definitely not a rebuilding team. So by that being said, I think they're gonna make a play for a cornerback, another sort of cornerback side, and then Marshawn about to get suspended.
Right.
So we don't know how long he's gonna be gone for.
What you giving up for this cornerback though?
Man, I mean, I got that cornerback for Jacksonville. I would definitely give away a second round, maybe even a third round, and I wouldn't give away a player per se. You feel what I'm saying?
To come off a player.
But I don't think he's that type of corner to. I'll give you a second corner. I'll give you a second round, third round for that corner. Because at the same time, I mean, I don't think Jacksonville gonna X a lot for. I forgot the guy's name, but that's who they say he's available for a trade. But when the team say that, I believe the team is willing to. I give him up for what you got, what you want. You feel what I'm saying? I think that part. So by that being said, Saints will make a play for a cornerback, and I still don't know what's up with the Richard Sherman situation with the 911 calling the wife and all that shit. But Saints gonna make him play for somebody. As long as it's not Brown.
Well, it's definitely not gonna be Browner. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. 6 o'clock today. Oh, that's an hour from now. We gonna catch it. I'm excited.
What Samuel Jackson said? Tick tock, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Tick tock.
So tell me, not tell me, but I'm gonna tell y'all that the Lakers trying to make it hard for the NBA or anybody in the NBA to win the championship. They added Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
They added Melo.
Okay.
I hear that they're looking at Isaiah Thomas, I guess, to come off the bench.
I do go probably guarantee he gonna sign with him.
Yeah.
He ain't doing shit else.
Well, who else? Dwight Howard.
Okay.
Of course, you still got LeBron and AD.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that what y'all think about those additions, for one? And for two, who do you think putting up a fight against them?
Trash.
Who, the Lakers?
I'm not high on that shit.
The Lakers.
We seen this before.
Lakers.
We seen this shit before. I'm not high on this shit. I'm not. Look, I can understand that don't players that they sign going up, like, they should know their role. But you know who ain't gonna know their role? Russell Westbrook. And that's who gonna fuck it up for everybody. Because Russell gonna go on that team and he gonna look at LeBron and say, nigga, please.
I think you gonna change your mind about Russell when you see him play.
I love Russell. I love Russell.
No,
You don't love him.
No, I do. Russell's one of the hardest working players in the NBA. He go 100 every game. I will never say I don't like Russell. Don't take I don't like him from what I take negative about his game. I like him as a player, but who he is and his skill set is going to hurt the Lakers. Now, as a player and all, like, Russell is the type of dude that belongs on the team where he's the star. Like, he's the guy that does everything because he's a number chaser. He needs his rebounds, he needs his assists, he needs his points. So, by that being said, like, for instance, Wizards, it was perfect for him. OKC when KD left, it was perfect for him because it relied through him. That's the type of player he is. He's not a Robin. He's a Batman. That's just who he is.
So you don't know nothing about Russell Westbrook, I see.
I'm just saying.
Like, this man can't be adaptable. You going on a team with LeBron James, you gonna adapt.
Like a nigga can't change.
Yeah, you know.
Bruh, you really think Russell Westbrook gonna humble himself? Y'all really think that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Man, y'all crazy, boy.
Yeah.
LeBron don't get no respect like that. Maybe that was Kobe or Mike, maybe, but man,
you
it's
still got AD on that team too.
he's still a bitch.
He's not a. Don't say that.
I don't think
he just fragile.
Bruh, he don't. I'm not talking about as in physical shit or his body. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about he gonna do whatever LeBron say. He's a follower. He ain't no AD ain't no leader. He gonna do whatever LeBron say. Westbrook is the leader. Westbrook is the leader. Westbrook, by any means necessary, wants to win by his hand.
You say any means?
By any means necessary. He wants to win by his hands. That's fact. Like, he's a leader. He's not a Robin. He's a Batman. I don't care what y'all say. That dude, Bruce Wayne, ain't being no Robin. He don't even bow down to Superman. He don't bow down to no nigga. Come on, man.
I think you're gonna change your mind. I think if it was just Westbrook and AD, I would agree with you. But LeBron being there, I don't.
Man,
so that's just why I'm.
And then LeBron don't play defense no more.
If we was talking about Kobe and Westbrook, I could see that not working. But LeBron and Westbrook,
so LeBron gonna take a back seat?
It ain't really about taking a back seat, bro.
Because
they gonna work
at this point in them boys' careers,
Westbrook on punk AD. That's all the dome.
They didn't been through that part of their career where they was the guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Both of them.
But mindset wise,
right?
You gotta win.
It ain't like at this point in their career, they like, I'm getting old. Niggas younger than me. We not listening to the same music. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, they see in the locker room. They see their age, And I'm telling you.
Mindset wise, man, Russell ain't that man. Look.
It would make my day if Russell and Melo both got a ring. That would make me happy.
Look, yeah, it would make me happy. I think Melo gonna flourish with the league. I think he gonna do his thing with the league. I think now with Carmelo, that's gonna work.
I hate
Because Carmelo is humble already from what he went through. He got signed with Portland. He did his thing with Portland. He at the stage like, you know what? Right. I know my role.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yes.
Even everybody else I can see knowing that role. That's why I say
Russell
is gonna be that one player.
To still learn because he hasn't done it.
He never did it.
But he did kind of do it with KD.
No, he didn't.
That causes both.
That's why they lost against Golden State when they had a 3-1 lead. Because you got to think about it. Hey, man, please. You can't blame 100% on KD when you get 6 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Westbrook cannot be a point guard with 6 turnovers in the fourth quarter in Game 7 when it matters. You the point guard, you the facilitator, you the person that get everybody involved. You gotta have I'm just saying, it's just fact. It's your favorite player, so you can't be biased.
Don't put that on him. I'm not biased. Go back and watch that series.
So if
they was up 3-1.
Right.
And you blaming the series.
I'm not blaming just Westbrook. I'm not blaming just Westbrook. I'm not blaming just Westbrook. It's a team effort on how they lost.
You definitely just blame Westbrook.
No, he got most of it. He get most of it.
You literally just did that.
He definitely get most of it.
No.
Well, him and KD get most of it.
Man, that is not a secret that Westbrook turned the ball over more than anybody in the NBA since he's been in the league.
Right now.
Every year he lead the league on turnovers. Every year, all right, you could get 12, whatever assists, but when you got 6 turnovers in a game, come on.
So how much
he leads the league in turnovers?
How much do you see Westbrook averaging? Rebounds?
Man, that's the wrong question.
Is he 20 and 10?
That's the wrong
Is he 20 and 10 with the Lakers?
That's the wrong answer. Wait, no.
15 and 10?
No. You don't shoot as much.
You got shit. You gotta ask me this shit. You gotta tell me how many shots he gonna take. Fuck the how many points he gonna make. Tell me how many shots he gonna take.
I don't think he gonna shoot as much as he normally shoot.
I just think that
it's gonna be November 20th and you're gonna be cussing them
out.
I
just think that they're gonna make it work. You know,
I agree.
I just think it's hard for us to explain it. I can't explain it, but I don't even think at this point in time them niggas gonna explain it, how they gonna actually ball together. I know they came together and it was like, yeah, you know, we need to put our egos aside. I know they had that conversation. But now the next step to actually display that on the court.
You know what Westbrook was saying when that beat was going on? He probably was saying, yeah, I got y'all. And they said,
but then why come to the Lakers? Why are you even here? Why are you? We not even paying you that much. We can't be paying that much.
You keep getting a pretty penny.
Yeah,
it's
LA. Man,
DC over come to LA. Westbrook got his first of all. Westbrook got his money already. He got a supermax. He got his contract already.
So you're saying pretty much the opportunity.
It's all about opportunity and location.
Okay,
team, location.
That's his
LA
home.
or Washington. Come on.
That's his home.
That's his home.
Yeah,
definitely his home.
Yeah,
that's where he's from.
Yeah, he just was playing.
You see LA and all that.
He just was playing a Nipsey Hustle.
Yeah.
On Instagram, he posted it on Instagram.
We're gonna see
where we at the next topic. Nah, man. My bad.
I feel like the way that ended was weird. How y'all was in a heated discussion.
I know he did. And I bowed down to him. Wow, it's over.
I mean, we gotta see. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to see.
Right.
Well,
that's all.
It's about that time we get into the top 5.
Top 5.
So we have Chanel on the line, and we good. So what are your top 5 Disney movies?
school Disney originals or live action movies? Just
Ooh,
classic.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't thinking about all that.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about all that.
Okay, classics. Okay, we're doing classics. We good.
All right. So, at number 5, I had a hard time choosing between Aristocats and Mulan, right?
What?
Yeah, man. I like Aristocats.
Everybody,
All right.
everybody
They see.
wants to be the
I
cat.
think I'm going with mine.
Mulan. Okay.
Alright. Number 4, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the
Number
Beast.
3, a Goofy.
Mm.
Now, these next class, it might be a little controversial.
Oh, Lord.
And to put it on out there, I'm going to represent. Number 2, the Lion King.
Which one?
Number 1.
What you mean, which one?
There's only one Lion King I acknowledge. Okay. Anyway, number 1, I'm going with my vote for that.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I think even if we were considering all Disney movies, my list would probably still be the same. You know? Including
I like Gorilla. I ain't gonna even lie.
I get that. I get that. Okay. Well, we appreciate you taking your time out to give us your top 5 Disney movies.
Anytime.
Peace out.
Alright.
So let me recap that top 5. At 5, she got Mulan. At 4, Beauty and the Beast. At 3, Goofy movie. At 2, Lion King. And at 1, Aladdin.
I'm not mad at her.
I love all of those movies.
Yeah, I'm not mad at her.
I love all of those. Matter of fact, a lot of our top 5 is the same.
Yeah, I'm not mad at her at all.
Yeah, a lot of our movies are the same. Or similar.
Yeah.
So
I think y'all could have dug deeper.
how much deeper? On what?
I don't know. Maybe
I'm
don't
feeling
know.
it, Tig.
I think y'all could have just. I think y'all. I don't know. Maybe I could have dug deeper, but
Yeah.
maybe
Because
I'm
it's Disney,
thinking
right, Tig?
It's so vast.
Yeah.
Well, what you got? Who
Who
you
I got?
got?
Who I got?
Talking
Who I
about
got?
digging deep.
I'm not insulting your
Let-
pick because
Well,
they
wait.
great. They definitely legit top 5. I wouldn't even debate those.
Right.
I'm not debating that.
Me and her differ at. I got Toy Story as 5.
Right.
Okay, because I gotta put that in there. I got 4 at Goofy movie, 3 Mulan, 2 Aladdin, and 1 Lion King.
Right.
So we similar, but just
Right.
a tad
See,
different.
Goofy movie is the one that I didn't think of, and I wish I would have put on my list, but it ain't
Okay.
on my list.
Okay.
So I didn't even think of that. So it's my turn to say my list. To say my list.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. So I'm gonna go Z9,
Girl of the 21st century.
girl of 21st century. Zoom zoom. Right. You
Well,
know,
see,
but
Chanel asked about originals, and she just said she just
But
want to
you-
do the classic.
I thought.
But
it
you
was-
told her to do whatever. So
I
Right.
did.
she knew the rules.
Yeah, that's why I was like whatever because I already
She
had
know the
my
rules.
top 5 originals.
All
picked.
right.
It didn't really matter to me. So we gonna go. Of course, another original, Johnny Tsunami. You
Great
know,
movie. I love it.
Yeah, like
I watched it recently.
porno. What do you call it?
Hey,
Porno.
porno, yeah,
Yeah,
porno, yeah.
yeah. So Johnny Tsunami. Avengers.
Mm.
I went with Mighty Ducks 2.
It was a classic. Mighty Ducks 2 was
Mighty
hard.
Ducks 2.
It was harder for
the
them.
USA when they was in the league.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah,
It was hard.
Boom. Then I would remember the Titans.
Damn,
And
Ted.
I like Remember the Titans.
I love that movie. Actually.
Right. You don't realize it's a different movie.
Got the same shit I got.
Right. And then like honorable mentions was like Homeward Bound, Lion King. Yeah, I love Homeward Bound.
That's so funny.
I love Homeward Bound, Lion King and Black Panther.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of.
I mean, if we get
It's
into
so
the
bad.
original,
We should have went top 10 with Disney.
I know we
I know.
could have.
Yeah, we could've went
I like difficultness though. It's cool.
Right.
I mean, my 5 is Endgame. Avengers Endgame.
Okay, cool.
Tony Stark that's my favorite Marvel character, man. By him going out like that kind of, I was like teary eyed. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my 5. 4 is Glory Road.
Really?
Glory Road was pretty good to me. And Glory Road, I like Glory Road because of the story itself. Beating Kentucky team in that era when the dude probably won like.
I didn't even.
Come on, Rupp was the.
That was a Disney movie.
No.
Rupp was the icon of all not all NCAA coaches back in the day. Rupp was the Nick Saban of Bear Bryant of basketball. You feel what I'm saying? And all black players beat that team.
Right. Who else they had on that team? They had
And the thing about it, you only had like maybe 2 NBA players that you had 2 players on the team probably went to the NBA.
on that Kentucky team?
No, on that Texas Southern team.
Oh.
But number 3, I should have put that in Black Spotlight. It's all right. That was stupid.
You got time.
But 3, I had Toy Story. Toy Story meant a lot to me as a child because it really had me thinking, man, my toys be moving at night and they don't be fucking with me.
They're like, we not fucking with
Yeah,
that.
man.
We doing
I
weird
really
shit.
Yeah. I be feeling sometimes.
Why we always gotta fight each other?
Remember Fran, I was up
When
there.
you wake him up, he gonna make us fight. Yeah, I get it.
Number 2, was Aladdin. It was the song for me.
It's all the songs for me.
And number 1 will always be to me. It don't get no better than Lion King.
Yeah.
And like nigga, I know Lion King so timeless. Our kids watch that shit and know the songs. It's timeless.
Right.
Lion King is timeless. Every Aladdin not timeless like that. Mulan not, but Lion King.
Mulan not win.
But you gotta think about
Great
that. But you gotta think about nothing about. I'm not Mulan on my list, but I'm saying as a merchandise, kids still got Lion King our age merchandise. Nigga, this shit came out in '93. How?
Like,
How you know about this shit
Yeah.
and you got merch?
I'm not saying that Mulan is Lion King. I'm just saying.
Don't shit on it.
No.
I'm not shitting on it though, but it's not on the level of Lion King.
I agree.
And my
Mulan would make my top 10.
but yeah, I mean, but my honorable mention is
Top 20.
Have you watched it?
but
Yeah.
but my honorable mention
Yeah.
is
It would make my top 20.
I would say the first Avengers and the first Marvel franchise movie, Iron Man. That probably my honorable mention. But Mulan is another one is too. If we going off is Alexander Hamilton, the stage play. Like I was fucking with that. It was cool. Y'all haven't watched that? Watch that shit.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, I liked it, but I didn't know that the whole thing was singing, and so I went into it and they were singing like everything, the whole thing, and I was
it's Broadway. It's Broadway.
No.
Broadway singing all day.
They talk on Broadway.
They talk on that similar. Look, you ain't about to shit Alexander Hamilton.
They didn't talk at. I'm not shitting on. It was a good.
Before I start shitting on Mulan.
It was a good play. I enjoyed it. I
We
enjoyed
are
the
men.
singing, but it didn't. They sung the whole thing, like the whole thing.
It's cool.
Yeah, I couldn't take that shit.
Yeah, that's your.
That shit was. That's the dude. That cartoon. That was him. That Netflix cartoon with the Cuban singing and everything. He produced that and made all the music, and he was the voice over the little monkey thing. I don't know what it was,
Y'all
but
seen that new movie, Vivo?
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's him.
He did Vivo?
He did Vivo.
Man, I love Vivo.
He did Vivo. He was the voice of the monkey thing, whatever this shit was.
Yeah.
That was his voice.
Okay.
He did that shit.
I like that
He
shit.
did all the music. That's what I'm saying. That dude talented.
On drop.
Uh-huh.
She snapped and all. She was really lyrically inclined. I mean, I don't know who wrote them bars in Vivo.
He did.
Boy, get the fuck out of here.
You gotta watch Alexander Hamilton.
I gotta watch that
he
shit.
He be spitting. I'm telling y'all, it's a good. It's a good music.
No! I feel like I've really been. I'm missing out now. If that's what it is,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out definitely.
Well, since y'all threw in honorable mentions, I didn't. I'm gonna throw in from Disney Channel originals, of course, Brink and the 13th Year, Luck of the Irish, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Some of my favorites. Smart House, oh, don't forget about them.
Smart House.
Yeah, so that's cool. You know, I like that little Disney talk. We can talk more about Disney movies. We seem to get riled up about that one.
Can't wait till Disney take over the world.
Well, if they haven't already.
Yeah. You know that's what they say. Disney will take over the world.
So, I guess let's now get in the mind of Dr. Ted. What you got for us? What's on your mind?
Man,
I ain't gonna lie.
I wish I could do the music of Dr. T. Like I'd be like, the mind of Dr. T.
We're gonna have to get a Hey Johnny girl.
It would definitely have to be something like slow, Barry White.
Oh yeah.
Like Barry White. What's your boy that did Shaft? He did the Shaft.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, definitely. Isaac Hayes, yeah, definitely had the Isaac Hayes.
Oh.
Hayes, not Hage. But
I just want to repeat.
So this one, huh?
I'm just gonna repeat certain words after you say it, so it'll be sexy.
All right, cool. But let's see. We did freestyle it like that. Let's see. All right. So this round, I'm talking about NBA's PJ Washington.
NBA.
PJ Washington.
Have y'all heard of this guy?
I don't know. Tell me about him.
Okay, PJ Washington is a player for the Charlotte Hornets. Lottery pick. And this is number 12 pick of the 2019 draft.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to play for Kentucky in 2019.
Yeah.
So he met this girl named Brittany Jenner. Yeah.
I can't think of that.
Brittany Renner.
Okay.
All right.
Correction, y'all.
So you know how the ball players get the women and stuff like that. Cause I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, bro, you're not even really an attractive guy, but I know you got a lot of money, so stuff like that you should just really like look out for. You know what I'm saying? Kind of some as far as like physical, the girl was out of his league, but you know that kind it makes sense. You know their relationship. Well, on the surface it did. So they recently had a baby, and right after the baby was born, she broke up with him and I guess sued him for child support.
Divorced and they was married.
They was married?
Fucking right.
Okay, so that's even worse. So right after the marriage or the baby, then I guess they got married first and then had the baby, they broke up. Like, you know, and it was
at least they said they was married.
Right. Somehow he found evidence or she I guess was playing along the whole time.
It was like an old video on the gram or something like that where she said like the dumbest people is athletes or whatever like that. And
so she was a predator. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a bean. She was a predator.
Oh hell yeah, she was playing.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate to like say it, but a dude was just in love with her looks. Right. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Because he never had it.
He never had it. And that's the problem. Somebody should have pulled dude to the side and kept it real with something.
He got more.
Like, look, bro, you ain't never had a woman like that until you got this money. Girls, the top-notch girls in your area wasn't even fucking with you until you got on with the basketball. Now you even further in the game, and these women are just looking better and better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got better tricks. Their game is better and all that. Somebody should just pull the dude to the side and told him that. But now he owe her $200,000, I think, a month, maybe. In
Something
child
like
support.
that.
Yeah, some ridiculous shit like that. So, I mean, to me, they're just on some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's life. And somebody should have told that man that. And if he understood his I guess his sexual market value, if he understood that and was realistic with himself, he would have seen that shit coming from a mile away.
I think
But
people probably did tell him. He just was like, man, she fine.
And you think the sex was just good and he was just like, whatever, he believed him?
I honestly
or
think
was it the game?
I honestly think it was the game. I honestly think it was image, how she looked. Really.
How she looked?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I guess you got the niggas that just really, you can't tell them nothing. And, we know people like
that. The other chick can give you some good sex.
Right. You can't give them game and shit like that. So, that's what's really on my mind.
She put the long con on.
It was a long con, a long scheme, very played out. Just, she was in it for the, I guess you could say, not really the long game, because it kind of happened fast. Like, 2009, I think she met him in 2018, 19. Everything escalated fast. I don't know. It was maybe 2 years and they was married. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a year and they was married. And that's just the child support money. You gonna, of course the divorce coming next. That's divorce and alimony and shit like that. And man, that boy, I hope he pans out. That's the only way he gonna keep up with them payments.
I hope he had a prenup.
A prenup?
Yeah.
Probably not. I doubt it.
That'd be tragic if he
I
did.
doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. So man, if I had like a button, he would definitely be my donkey of the day if I did donkey of the day.
Donkey. He was donkey of the day, actually.
He probably was.
He was.
Man,
Definitely was.
And that's just crazy. But it's just like, man, when you grow them levels, you just gotta watch. There's new devils. You just gotta watch out for that shit.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I just wish he would have listened to the people who was telling him, stay away from her. Get you somebody that's like that really likes you instead of you liking them.
Right.
Get y'all somebody that likes you.
Right.
Instead of you liking them. I mean, you can like them too. I ain't saying you don't like them and they like you. But just like, you could tell, you know what I'm saying? You could tell the person who really with you like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, we certainly appreciate you letting us get into your head space today, Terry. And women are also predatory.
Yeah.
Still trying to get Oprah, so you
Yeah.
So, I don't know if y'all watched The Malice in the Palace documentary on Netflix.
No, I didn't.
If you're not familiar,
it was good.
it's about the Pacers and how they got into it with Pistons fans, pretty much. It was supposed to be a championship year for them, but suspensions were handed down at a very severe level.
Them niggas was gonna win shit.
I mean, they might have. They
had
it's
a
hard
good
to
chance.
say.
What year was that? Who was dominating?
2000 and
Was it 4?
No, yeah, 2005.
2005.
2005.
They had to beat the Pistons. Alright, my bad. Go ahead. What you
Yeah, the Pistons had Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace was on that team.
Right.
They had beat them the year before in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then the Pistons went on to win the championship.
Tayshaun Prince, don't forget Tayshaun.
I'm sorry. And
I like Tayshaun.
so the next game that they played, there was a debacle that took place. It kind of gave you insight. I know a lot of people always blamed the dude that threw the cup to start that whole thing, but I can't think who was the player that told.
Oh yeah,
that
told
idiot. Test.
Oh, you can go get your foul now.
Yeah,
man, you don't gotta egg this fool on.
That part I didn't know.
Who tell him that?
See, that was insider information.
Right.
One of the players on the Pacers team told Ron Artest, "Oh, you could go get your foul now," because apparently it was something that had stemmed from the playoffs that year before, and so Ron committed a hard foul when they was up by 1,000, and niggas didn't take kindly to that, so it started a whole pushing and shoving match. You know how that go, and then the situation just escalated from there. So I blame that dude. That's who I blame. I don't not saying the dude that threw the cup was wrong. You know, but I mean, it wasn't wrong, but
hold on. So a dude told Ron Artest,
one of the Pacers players
from some shit that happened last year. Petty boy, you can't let shit go.
And they was kicking their ass without Reggie Miller. So Reggie didn't even play that game.
Right.
And they was up by maybe like 20.
Right.
And the guy was like, "Yeah, well, you could get your lick back now." Told that to Ron Artest. And of course, he obliged. Ron Artest.
Right.
Oh, man.
And the situation just escalated from there. Well, I mean, what y'all thought about the documentary? I felt like it was very informative. Definitely.
I didn't watch the documentary. So I heard the dude that got punched didn't really throw the cup.
That's
There's
true.
another nigga that threw the
But wait,
cup.
they
got away scot-free?
Tig, they asked
Thank
the
you, Lord.
They asked the dude, like, he was like, what did you feel when Ron Artest walked past you and hit somebody else? He was like, I was relieved.
I would have been too. I would have been too. Ron Artest 6'7" and big, crazy boy, and then he black. Boy, that way bad boy. If I was out there, I would have been relieved too.
Yeah, I'm like, you let another nigga take your lick though.
That's fucked up. That's whole shit. But what could you do? Cause you know, nigga 6'8", you know,
Nigga
two-fitted.
nigga get stuck around like, man, what you gonna do?
You gonna be a man or you gonna be a nigga that's
Ryan, hey, if I was the dude getting punched, I would have told before that, I would be like, yo, it was him.
At least he tried to help. He did try to pull Ryan off the dude that Ryan was punching. And I think he got a couple.
They don't normal body people, they pull a Ryan off of that.
Yeah, I think he got a couple sucker punches on Ryan too in the back of the head, maybe. So, you know.
Oh, this nigga, he got away with most shit. And then I thought he was just like,
that nigga got put on trial.
All of them did.
Yeah.
Everybody that was involved was on trial.
Fans and all. But for sure him, because he threw the cup. And the cup is really what
set Ryan off.
Yeah, that's what had him going to stand.
Acting like a bitch.
That boy said he was relieved. I'm like, a whole nother dude just took your lick.
I just really feel bad about Jermaine O'Neal, dude.
And Reggie too.
And definitely 100% more of Reggie too, because that was his last season.
Right.
And nobody knew it was last season because he kept it secret.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't have the farewell tour until all that shit happened. You're like, you know what?
They wasn't really doing farewell tours like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But see,
Everybody
and it wasn't.
But
see, the thing was, Indiana had a championship team. That's why it hurt more. Because Reggie knew what he was losing. Reggie was like, come on. Nobody didn't want to accept the leadership count from Reggie when he used to tell, except for Jermaine O'Neal.
Right.
Like, Ron Artest, he was sitting on the documentary, like, I wasn't even trying to hit Reggie out. He wasn't going him. He said, I was just worried about busting his ass in practice. Well, like that, but at the same time, Reggie telling him, yo, this is bigger than us. We got a championship team. Like, we could actually, like, at the time, they was running the Eastern Conference.
And Ryan was like, I ain't trying to hear that.
Was not at all trying to hear that shit. He wasn't trying to hear that shit. But it was like, because Jermaine O'Neal, because during that game, Ryan had a broken finger or something like that. But Jermaine O'Neal, by far, probably was the best player on the team. And he had that Kobe mentality. Like, it was all about winning for him. He wanted to win. It was all about winning. And I think Jermaine O'Neal got the stick, the bad stick of it, because Arteta got a ring. Steven Jackson was playing in the finals to get a ring. Jermaine Neal never had that opportunity.
Steven didn't get a ring with the Spurs?
Yeah, he got a ring with the Spurs.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, he got a ring.
He wasn't on that team.
Yeah, trust me, he got a
He
ring.
wasn't. Well,
I thought he did.
He was on them teams. Him and Robert Horry and all them boys.
Steven Jackson got a. Well, he wasn't on the team with Robert Horry, I don't think.
Man.
Because
right now.
Pull it up.
Fact check.
Fact check. Alright, what you was saying?
But it's just I feel bad for Jermaine because during that time he was like some of the best power forward / center in the league.
Yeah, he was down. He was good. He was. I don't say he was dominant, but he was definitely.
I would say
1 or 2.
He wasn't no Shaq dominant, but he was better. He was better than Rasheed Wallace.
Right.
He was better than. He could have been on like a Kevin Garnett level on some shit. He was that. He was good.
Right.
He was a champion.
Yeah.
2003.
Right.
So I don't think that's
Woo.
Spurs.
Yeah, it definitely had to be Spurs.
2003.
Let me see.
That was Lakers.
It was definitely Spurs.
Because Lakers won what 92. Well, yeah, it gotta be Spurs. Because Spurs are the only person that won the championship around that time besides the Lakers. So it gotta be the Spurs. Lakers reign supreme.
Well, I enjoyed the documentary overall. I thought it was definitely informative. I learned a lot. You know, we even heard from the dude that Ron Artest snuck on the floor. You know, the dude that got on the court, and Ron Artest kind of stole off on him. They even interviewed that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you know they did their due diligence. So if you haven't checked it out, including you, Tig, check out Malice in the Palace on Netflix. I love a good documentary, me personally, about whatever, like, but especially like drug lords and sporting things.
Steven Jackson, he don't respect the fact that Ron Artest is friends with one of them dudes.
They was all friends though. That's what Jermaine Neal said. He said the fans was reacting to the shit because of that, but he said the fans don't know that we all friends. We all cool.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but the fans gonna feed off the situation and the players. You got like we was just in the Eastern Conference Finals with these dudes last season battling it out.
I just think he fucked with the wrong dude.
Yeah, that too.
Ron fucking Artest. I really think like Ron Artest is like one of the most deranged individuals that ever entered the NBA.
I think that he is not that anymore. I think at that time,
remember he elbowed
James Harden in the head.
James Harden sold that shit.
I was
He
mad.
said it was an accident.
James Harden sold that shit.
At that time, I was like, bro, that's an accident, but I can admit it now.
I think it was a slick side accident, not a full accident.
I think probably when he felt that. I think when he swung, when he felt that head, he was like, fuck.
I think it was like one of them things where he seen him in his peripheral vision. He ain't just like in his face, but you see somebody in your peripheral vision.
Slick side.
So if you like, you know what I'm saying? I think that.
Right.
I think it was peripheral vision. He saw.
I see.
That nigga sick.
Well,
But he was sick. He was a sick guy.
Well, yeah. Y'all go check it out and go find out just how sick Ron Artest was. Just how sick he was. So, but I want to talk to y'all about something because it's kind of been on my mind heavy lately. I want to talk about correcting and disciplining other people's children. And how y'all feel about that. And I'm talking about anywhere from having to firmly talk to them to whooping them, like from that range. How y'all feel about that? Because I feel like back in the day it was a village situation. You know, people could, and I ain't saying that it was right, but it ain't had to be your parent that corrected you. Any adult that was in the presence of a child doing something that wasn't right could correct that child, but nowadays people are way more protective and just what's the word I'm looking for? They coddle and I can't think of the word I'm looking for. It's gonna come to me. But how y'all feel about that? Cause y'all have kids and I don't. So how y'all feel about like other people correcting your child, relative or non-relative?
I mean, my daughter, she just started school, by the way. Yeah. Shout out to her mama.
What grade she went?
Pre-K.
Oh, pre-K. Okay.
So the teacher gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's levels to it. There's levels to it. I would let somebody do it to my child. But like I said, there's levels to it, and I would like to, somebody else child, like they fucking with my shit. Hey, you about to break my shit? I need to be able to tell you to get the fuck up off my shit, young man or young little lady. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't listening, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you nice the first time, but if you ain't listening, now if your kid on some reckless shit like that, you just coming to people's houses and like this fucking over shit, then yeah, I would like to tell your kid something because apparently he ain't listening to you, and I don't want him to fuck up my shit, so I want to be able to tell him something. But this you don't tell my child nothing generation. You can't tell my child anything generation.
Even when their child wrong.
Hold on, what?
Even when the child is wrong, I notice people do that though.
Do what?
Like, don't talk to my child like that, blah 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 type of situation.
Oh yeah.
Even when their child in the wrong, and I don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, they'll soon see. I think I mean, I couldn't That's a disservice to my child. They gotta be used to other people being hard on them. You know what I'm saying? So this has got to be used to it, because that's what it is. That's what it is. And that ain't no lesson you learn depending on the person you are overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might as well just let it happen when they're young, and then hopefully you'll click someday.
I'm an old school guy, so I mean, but we not in that same world anymore. Constructive criticism of you don't know what you feel what I'm saying, but you want to trust your child. Let's just say a situation that's somebody else said they see your child doing this and they discipline them, and your child say, "I didn't do that." I mean, you want to give your child that trust satisfaction, but it's not the same world that we live in. But if you got a goddamn child, you should know your child. You should know your child is respectful and bad as fuck. So my whole thing is, I'm for people constructive criticizing or chastising my children. Now you'll do, don't touch my daughter. Like, that's just straight up. I'll go to jail behind her. But boys need to be raised a different way, I think, though, especially from men. So with certain stuff, I will allow, like you say, T, it's just a certain extent. It's just it's a max to it. It's a cap to it. For what you do to, how you discipline my child. I mean, let me know I can do it. Yeah, cool, But at the same time, I mean, it's just certainties of it. I don't hit my child, because we're not in the same era as the whole neighborhood gave you a whooping. We're not in that stage, in that age no more. That's done with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna let your neighbor whoop your child. You feel what I'm saying?
But what if they're not whooping their child?
That part is a problem with the parent, not the child.
So the parent.
Yeah, the parent needs to know when that's just a problem within the parent, not the child. That's a parent thing. And a child. And a child gonna act up because he ain't taught right. You feel what I'm saying? Well, your child taught right and then gets disciplined for doing wrong. That's different.
Now, I know people that no matter what they did, their child just wouldn't get right, as far as, I guess, being, a nice citizen to society. You know what I'm saying?
I think in those situations, you need to consult medical people.
Right?
Like, if you've done everything and your child still is got behavioral issues, you might want to consult medical professionals at that point to try to see if something's going on. Because
But they gonna be like, what you? I think they gonna be
That's a
like,
whole nother subject.
put them on Ritalin.
Yeah, that's a whole nother type of subject,
on
right? That's a whole nother type of subject right there.
Fucking right.
I don't know.
They be like, put them on Ritalin.
Because that shit just like vaccine shot. People don't want they choose. A lot of people don't want their children on medicine, like because they turn into something else.
Right. But this COVID shit hitting kids. It ain't really be hitting fucking adults. I don't know. They be hitting everybody. Not everybody. It's tapping everybody. Good luck, everybody. I'm just saying, good luck.
I mean, for me, you know, I don't have any kids, but I think that for me, it would depend on who it is and what the crime was and the punishment for the crime. That would be the simple blueprint for me. Who it is, like somebody I know, if you whoop my child and I know you and it was befitting of a whooping, then so be it.
Yeah, that's
For
different.
me.
Yeah, that's different. If it's somebody I know, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
No, if it's somebody I know, hell yeah. Like, if you see my child doing something, you my family, or you my dog, and you see them doing something, I trust you. Fucking right.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. But you know, they got some people who you can know them, and they still don't want you to discipline their child in no way, no how.
Do you need not to bring your child around me?
Well, I agree.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. You don't bring your child around me. If your child can't be respectful to you or to me. Because I can't sit there and watch my friend get disrespected or anything like that.
And I'm not watching.
Or
don't
like
ask
a
me to watch
family member get disrespected or, you know what I'm saying, by their kid. Like, I could watch it on television, like, you know, on the internet. You know, y'all remember when that white boy smacked that lady?
Oh yeah,
It was funny. I can watch that. I can watch shit like that. Yeah, whatever that was. I can watch shit like that, but I can't watch it to somebody like I know.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want me to discipline your child, and don't have me watching, and you just gotta know that I'm not just gonna whoop your child just to be whooping them. Like, it's gonna have to be something befitting of an ass whooping, and some things just are, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, just stop bringing that kid around.
Oh yeah. So, well,
I know it ain't easy, but where we at?
We at the end, man, and it's time for What's Your Experience, which that'll be what you say it was? I forget.
Most disrespectful time you was to an adult as a child.
Oh, yeah, most
As a child.
Yeah, I'll go first. So I remember, man. So I don't know what was on my mind that day in church. So I was at church. It was like I don't know if it was like VBS or before Sunday school, but we used to do, I don't know, I would go with VBS. So, you know, I was at the age of, I probably was 15, 16 years old, and I was very liked by a lot of church members. So, you know, I had an old spirit. So I'm in the kitchen talking to the old ladies doing the refreshments thing, you know, the food. So the deacon came and was like, hey, you can't be in the kitchen, and blah, 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 blah. And I was on some shit like, because I already didn't like it, so I was on some stuff like, who gonna take me out of this kitchen? Like that. And they were like, I'll take you out of this kitchen. I said this.
How old were you?
I was like 15 or something.
Oh,
and I was,
stuff.
right. So I was like,
smelling his drawers like
bruh, because I already, it was like,
how old was the deacon?
Anyways, damn, 50 something.
Oh man.
So it was like built up frustration because he was like an asshole or some shit. Right. It was built up frustration. I had enough. So he was like, I took a stand. Fuck you. I was like, well, come on in this kitchen. And he said something. And I was like, I was ready to fight him. Like, I was ready to be like, I swear to God on my children, I was going to fight him right there. He said, something, and he went to the pastor. And the pastor had him in the office. I forgot what he told me, but the deacon was in danger that day at church. I ain't gonna say my church name or the deacon name or nothing, but I mean, shit, people know church I go in.
Say that! I was about to say that. Like, that
I don't care. I get scared of it. I don't care. But actually, we cool now. But because I grew up.
Yeah, you whip his ass. You
But-
better be cool, nigga.
But this is like, boy, I was. That dude said he said, baby, like he said in a disrespectful way to me though, like, yeah, you can't be the kid. You get your like basically get your ass out.
Yeah.
Shit, like basically say that, and I was like, that's all I was like, man, bitch. I said you don't own this church. I said it like that,
Yeah.
but little did I know.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Kicked you out the nigga trying to kick you out
Kick me out the church.
the kitchen or the church.
Oh, the kitchen, my bad.
Yeah.
So what you got, Tig?
Oh man, so this freshman year in high school, and I was in the class. It was a math class, and I used to talk a lot in the class. So I used to just, try to just get to know people, specifically women. And there was just one girl I used to like. She was like real fine and stuff like that. So I used to talk to her and stuff like that. And I don't know what made the lady like verbally attack me, but she did. It was like an elderly lady too. And I cursed her out. I cursed her out. I cursed her out.
You cursed out an elderly lady?
Yeah. I cursed her out freshman year. At John Everett.
Man, who you cussed out, dog?
I don't even remember that lady name.
How she look?
She was she ain't last that long. She ain't even make it through that year.
Oh, that's really bad.
She ain't make it through that year. I was so shitty, so I know I'm a shitty person. I already know. But
That's terrible, bro.
yeah, that was like, I was real disrespectful. I wanted to apologize to that lady, but I never got the chance to, because they like removed me from the class and put me in another math class. And I just want to apologize to that lady right now.
Mm-hmm.
She died maybe like 5 years later, I think. I don't know. I think I heard a rumor or some shit like that she passed away.
R.I.P. then.
Yeah, so we just gonna take this time, to have a moment of silence for the lady, the teacher.
All right. We appreciate that moment of silence. I've never really been disrespectful to an adult per se, but the one time I did, I know I almost got the spit slapped out of my mouth. I told my grandma. My grandma, she was a tough woman, and I don't know what happened, but she told me something. I don't even remember what it was. And I said, you ain't got the lie, grandma. You ain't got the lie.
Oh, like, you can't call your grandma a liar.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She was like, what you saying? I was like, nothing. And that was pretty much it. She looked like she was about to slap the face out of me. That's all I got on that.
Grandma slap something else, boy.
I remember I called my grandmother a liar. I got a similar energy from my grandmother.
Yeah. So.
Ain't nothing like a grandma pinch and a grandma slap.
Yeah, I think I almost caught a backhand, but I was fortunate that day. I guess you knew I was playing or something. I don't know.
Facts.
But I guess that's all we got, man. Ernest, you want to take us out?
Yeah, you already know what it is, y'all, man. It's all about love around here. So, hug somebody, call your family, check on them. Do your due diligence, Don't wait for somebody to check on you, check on them. Because they might need you more than you need them. So, like I said, love y'all. And this is the EVL Experience, baby.
Yeah, peace out.
Dr. Tig, out.
Alright, y'all, I'm out.
All right, y'all.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, baby. See y'all next time.
Yeah.